Greetings and salutations, comic book conversationalists. It's a bonus video this week because I've gotten my new Marvelous box. Now, of course, longtime followers of my channel already know what the Marvelous box is, but for those of you who don't, basically what it is a quarterly blind subscription box from the M6P, and it is nothing but Marvel trades, graphic novels, hardcovers, Epic. I've gotten Epic collections. I've gotten Essentials. I've gotten all kinds of stuff through the Marvelous box, and it's a great way if you're looking for a way to expand your trade paperback collection and kind of like check out stuff that you may not have been interested in checking out before. The Marvelous box is a great way of doing it, and that's actually what I use it for. It doesn't cost that much. We were talking $25 plus $5 shipping and handling, so $30 total will get you a Marvelous box. And each box, you get approximately 4. I usually get 4 trades or hardcovers or whatever. And the cover price value of these books is always over $100. I've never had one in all the years I've been doing this be less than $100. I mean, it's a great value for what you're getting. And these are not library castaways or yard sale rescues. These are, new, shiny, and lovely. And this one here actually is a milestone Marvelous box. This one here is a milestone because I am not the one that has had this longer than anybody else. I missed the very first one. I was told that there's one person who's been there from the very beginning, and that is one lucky bastard. There's me and 2 others that have been basically from the second quarter on. So we're the M6P is fantastic for as far as I'm concerned. But what's making this a very special Marvelous box is this first title here. It's top of the stack. This is Old Man Hawkeye. I don't know if we can say Volume 1. I think this is the only like a mini series, but this is the 100th book trade paperback that I've gotten from the Marvelous box. So this collects Old Man Hawkeye 1 through 6, $18 cover price. So already we're more than halfway through what I paid to get this box. And as you can see, I mean, it's there's no markings. It's not screwed up or anything like that. It looks great. This is one of those miniseries that, like Old Man Logan. And this is a great example. This is something that I didn't buy the book. I actually ignored it when it was coming out originally because it just didn't interest me. But I've learned by getting these Marvelous boxes, I've learned over the years that when you get these trades, check them out because you might be pleasantly surprised. There was a Human Torch with art by Scotty Young series that came out years ago, and I was a fan of the Fantastic Four, but I absolutely hated the art of that book. I didn't like Scotty Young's art at the time. I was like, why is there a Marvel comic with graffiti art in it? I got that as part of the Marvelous box and started reading it and read the whole thing in one sitting. It was actually a lot better than I thought it was. So I will be reading that. Next one, and this is also a great example. I'm not a fan of the X-Men. I never really got into them, but with the way Marvel is now, I'm reading fewer and fewer Marvel titles. It really fluctuates. So I am more open to going back and reading older Marvel stuff, including X-Men. And if I can get an X-Men event all-in-one trade paperback, I'm going to do it. And the Marvelous box has been a great resource for getting these whole things. So we have here X-Men, The Extinction Agenda, trade paperback. This one collects Uncanny X-Men 235 to 238, 270, and through 272. New Mutants, the first run, 95 through 97. X Factor, the 1986 series, 60 to 62. Now this one has a $35, $34.99, $35 cover price. This book right here is more than the box that I paid to get it in. So we've already got value. This is essentially a bonus book here, but this is one of those great examples. This is one of those events. Like I said, I'm not really an X-Men fan, so I don't have these kind of events. But if I can get in a trade like this, you bet your bottom dollar, I will read it, and I most likely will enjoy it because it's one of those things that as I was collecting comic books, I would just stick with what I like, and eventually, on occasion, just kind of branch out on the new things. But the X-Men universe was one I always kind of stayed out of, mostly because there's so much to it, and I just didn't want to deal with it, But with these trade paperbacks, it's the entire run. I see all the issues that I need, so it's easier for me to read them and check them out, and more often than not, enjoy the hell out of them. The next one I got is from the Civil War Fantastic Four, collecting 538 to 543. Fantastic Four through the Civil War. Now, I have these individually, but this was a really interesting era for the Fantastic Four. You know, you had, I think, I can't remember who sided with who. So it's going to be good. It's going to be fun to go back and reread this. I just remember as I was reading it, out of all the Civil War crossovers that I checked out, there really wasn't a whole lot of them. This one was the best one out of all of them. This is one I enjoyed the most. And when I flipped through my comic books and I flipped through my Fantastic Four collection, these are the books that I usually will stop on thinking, yeah, I really should reread these. This was a great run. Now I've got it in the trade, so I have no excuse. I am going to be able to read those. It's Straczynski. It's great. I enjoyed the heck out of it. This one has a cover price of $25. I don't have a running total here this time. So the last one I got, Venom. It's like I got a couple of Venom books through these guys, Venom and Carnage, but Venom Separation Anxiety. I know I have some of these here. This one collects Venom the Mace 1 through 3, Knights of Vengeance, which I finally was able to get individuals of 1 through 4, Web of Spider-Man from the 1985 run 118 and 119, Spider-Man the 1991, 52 and 53, and Venom Separation Anxiety numbers 1 through 4. So there's some here that I don't have. The Knights of Vengeance I was able to get, but since there's some like gimmick covers and there's 4 in there, I hadn't had a chance to read it yet. So with this, I can definitely read it. And this is also a $35 cover price. So, you know, if I can do some math in my brain here, with these two here, $70 right there. And so 70, and then there's 25, that's whatever, and then there's whatever. So it's going to be over $100. I can guarantee that. It's going to be over $100. But Marvelous Box, I now have over 100 books on my shelf that came from the Marvelous Box, and it's great. It's an amazing thing. So now, how do you order the Marvelous Box? It's simple. Actually, I'll make it even simpler for you than making it simple. Instead of explaining, I'm going to put a link in the description down below, as I always do with these videos. You click the link, it'll take you straight to the website, straight to where you need to be to sign up to get your very own Marvelous Box. Now, the great thing is, as I said, I've gotten over 100 of these books from the Marvelous Box. Now, out of those 100 books, I have gotten 0 repeats. These guys keep track of what they're sending you. So it's not some, you know, books, you know, every 4 months. No, they keep track of what they're sending you. So this is, 103. With this stack, I'm at 103 books. I've gotten no duplicates. The only time I've ever gotten a duplicate is when I've already had the trade in my own collection, which was great because my copy was trash. The one I got from the Marvelous Box was beautiful, so I swapped them out. So I was able to upgrade it through the Marvelous Box. It was great. But you don't get repeats, which is a beautiful thing. And as I said, over 100 of them. Myself, no repeats. So I can guarantee you that. The cost is great. It's very cost effective. $30 for a box, you get over $100 worth of trade paperbacks. And you get a great selection of them every month. My Marvel trade collection has been growing wonderfully, and you know, I'm even getting to the point where I want to sort of lighten the load of my individual comics. So I'm in the mindset now, if I get a trade and I have the miniseries proper, I'll probably just get rid of the miniseries and keep the trade, because especially if there's covers that I like, I'll keep it. But if not, I'll just get rid of it, you know, sell it off, hand it off to somebody else, whatever. But the Marvelous Box from the M6P, great deal. It's a great bundle of books. Every 4 months you get it, you know, actually every 3 months you get it 4 times a year. Link in the description down below. Check it out. Also check out the M6P. They do have a presence here on YouTube. They have I'll put their channel address, whatever link in the description down below. I've appeared on there a time or two, not as often as I should, because, you know, they can only handle so much awesome, you know, at a time. So, you know, my appearances on there are they're sparse, but we're trying to change that. We're doing what we can, get a bigger audience for the M6P. Great organization, great group of guys. I just adore every single one of them. But check them out. Check them out on YouTube. Click on that link below and get yourself a subscription to the Marvelous Box and start expanding your Marvel trade graphic novel hardcover collection today. It is definitely worth it. And thank you for watching. We're going to wrap this up now, but thank you for watching. I'll see everybody next week with another weekly haul, weekly review video as we enter our 4th year of doing these things. It's amazing. It's awesome, isn't it? And yeah, thanks again for watching. Click that like button, subscribe, notification, comments, all that fun stuff. And I will see everybody next week with another weekly haul, weekly review video. Have a good one.